Hey, welcome back, ladies and gents. This is video number 3, Real Part-Time Jobs 103. Apply, apply, and then apply again. So I just want to tell you that, you deserve props. If you've watched the other 2 videos, give yourself a pat on the back. I mean it. Do it. It shows determination and persistence, and these are 2 traits which you'll need in order to be successful in securing your first real part-time job from home. But for the moment, let's discuss a few things you'll need before applying and landing your first real part-time job, shall we? Prepare the work area. Requirements are laptop or desktop computer, high-speed internet, a set of headphones, a Skype account, and the freelance time tracker installed on your PC. Now for this to work, you'll need your own little slice of heaven down here on planet Earth, meaning some peace and quiet, an office-like atmosphere where you can get the job done with the most minimal distractions as possible. Now the upside to this is that you're able to step away from what you're doing in case of an emergency without billing the client by simply stopping the clock in the time tracker software provided by the freelance company that you join. In such case, alert your client by all means. Once you have the work area prepared, you want to have a set schedule. So you want to be able to dictate your schedule. Say I'm going to work from this time to this time and no more, right? So most clients like to operate during US business hours, which depending on the time zone can enlarge the potential clientele base you work with. For example, I have a Florida client that works based on Eastern Standard Time business hours, and I have another client from California that wants me to work Pacific Standard hours. All year round there's either a 2 or 3 hour time zone difference, so you can use this to your advantage and create a schedule that works for you and your family. For example, I'm in Mountain Standard Time, and I actually have a client in Florida that has me working from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. At the time of making this video, Mountain Standard Time is 2 hours behind Eastern Standard Time. So I wake up at 6 a.m. and finish at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, my time. And then my California client has me working from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard, making it 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, my time. So I start my day off at 6 a.m. and finish my day's labor by 12 p.m. my time, giving me the rest of the day to just enjoy myself. Now that's what I call freedom. Now if you have the work area prepared, you've set your schedule, now apply. The key here is persistence. So let me tell you now, you most likely will not get the job on your first application or your second, third, fourth, or fifth, but persistence is the key. The beautiful thing about an online job or using freelance sites is that you're able to apply to multiple jobs daily, thus increasing, because of volume, your chances for success. So don't give up and look for jobs that you know you'll be great at doing, and then apply for it. Then repeat the same process over and over and over again until you land your first part-time. And this will open many doors for you. All it takes is the first job and then you're flying. Key points to remember here are: persistence is the key. Apply to multiple jobs, meaning 1 to 2 a day. In a week, apply to 7 to 14, thus increasing your chances for success. You want to update and improve your profile to catch the attention of potential employers. I've had many employers approach me and ask to interview me simply because of what they read on my profile. And I can't stress this enough. Persistence, persistence, persistence. You want to choose something and stick to it. It doesn't matter if after this training you decide that this is just not the route for you. Whatever you decide to undertake or undergo afterwards, just stick to it. The thing here is that if you don't give it enough time to establish a reputation in whatever it is that you're doing, you're never gonna make any real money online. So that's what you need to start changing. You need to stop jumping from place to place and actually stick to one of multiple streams of income before venturing out and exploiting other potential earnings. right? So just a few tips and tricks for the proposal whenever you're gonna apply for a job. Just be prepared with the information that you need. If you don't have a resume, create one. I highly advise it that you do. You want to read and follow instructions carefully. Read the entire job post. Clients often post some vital information in there that you need to follow accordingly for your application to be viewed and you be asked to interview. Some of them even put key phrases that they ask you to put within your application, so that the first thing that they look for is that key phrase, and then from then on decide whether or not to look deeper into your application. So if you don't have those key phrases, then your application is automatically disqualified, right? After that, you want to complete the application as neatly as possible. So check for grammar, misspellings, punctuations, things of that nature. Tailor your answers to the job that you're seeking. Don't leave any blanks. Answer all the questions that your potential employer has listed in the job posting. Don't provide any negative information. Always answer your questions truthfully. Do not put specific salary requirements. Leave that negotiable, but have in mind hourly rate, and stick to that. You want to be able to provide references, former employers, present, and so forth. Keep your application consistent with your resume and proofread your application before submitting it. Now, during the interview, these are some tips and tricks to remember if you get asked to interview. So you're gonna want to watch this video a few times and go from there, right? So first tip is conduct research on the employer, the hiring manager, or in general the job opportunity. You want to review common interview questions and prepare responses. If you're having a FaceTime interview, you want to dress for success. Likewise, you want to arrive on time for the interview 5-10 minutes prior and be prepared to succeed. Make a good first impression to everyone you encounter in the interview, be it the HR, be it the sales manager, the CEO, or whoever or whatever may be the cause. But you always want to make that good first impression. You want to be authentic, upbeat, focused, confident, candid, and concise. Be cool, calm, and collective. Remember body language if you're having a face-to-face. Avoid bad habits. And if you've conducted your research, you've actually reviewed a few common interview questions and so forth, and have gone the extra mile, I advise you to ask insightful questions regarding the company, the history, and so forth, the job description. Just relate or reflect to a certain degree that you know what you're getting yourself into, and thus you're asking these types of questions. You want to sell yourself throughout the entire interview and then close the deal. You also, at the ending, want to thank the interviewer, be it if you're face to face, on Skype, or just simply telephone, or an email would do just fine. But you always want to make sure that you relate that gratitude for the opportunity to have interviewed for the job. Now, succeeding in job interviews takes research, practice, and persistence. The more effort you put into your interview preparation, the more success you'll see in obtaining the job offer. So just keep in mind, you do what you must today to do what you want tomorrow. Meaning, in this case, reputation is king. Meaning it's okay to undertake jobs below your skill set or level just for the sake of building reputation and obtaining a greater ranking, thus enabling you to attract bigger and better clients in the process. A tip I advise is that you look for projects 3 to 6 months and even ongoing. It's about the quality of service and client retention that makes you a go-to freelancer. As you can see here, my proposals, it's gotten to a point where I'm just getting asked the interview, and this goes back to 3-4 pages. As you can see here, declined by you, declined all the way through, right? And this is just within the last 2 weeks or so. As you can see, if you set up properly, you're gonna see success, right? So you want to invest in and put forth an effort that's worthwhile. You don't just want to half it through. You want to make sure that you completely understand that if you build upon this foundation, you're gonna be making a legit online income while working from home. Now, my final words to just conclude this last video: determine the job that you want. For starters, if you haven't yet, then determine the best companies for you by checking their company website. Don't waste your time with unestablished clients with little freelance sites experience, clients with an unverified payment method, and who have had no hires. It'll save you a lot of time. Go after serious and well-established employers. That's where you'll see success. You'd be surprised at how often people are looking to hire a virtual assistant, a telemarketer, a sales generator, lead generator, because there's just not that quality. Now, if you can provide that quality of service, trust me, you'll be the go-to freelancer, as well as customer service, customer support, technical support. If you're tech savvy, hey, go for it. Just make sure to establish a profile that's centered around the jobs that you're trying to land. So that's why you need to determine the job that you want. With that said, I'd like to conclude this training course and just remind you that if you have any questions, feel free to contact me via Facebook. I'm here to help you. And if you're within the first 250 subscribers, then you will have access to the underground mastermind group, where I myself will personally keep training and guiding you by the hand. With that said, I'd like to thank you yet again, and stay tuned for the fourth and final bonus video on an additional $100 to $300 of pure supplemental stream of income when done stress-free and effortlessly using top-rated and highly recommended paid survey sites. So it's a must check out if you're serious about making even more money online. Have a great one. See you in the next video.